What the hell, you? I guess everyone is like busy eating right now because it's like dinner hour, no? Or shall we start, Sally? Oh my god, you guys are playing the fool. Hey, Yubita, hi. Don't laugh at me. Okay. Okay, I just start lah. Hi everyone, good day and good evening. I'm Shalini and I'm also the founder and also the event styling for JS Events and Deco. Welcome back again. Hi Yui. Welcome back again. On this episode 3, we'll be discussing on a very super interesting topic, which is how to pick on the right theme. Hi Harley. So I will just wait for my partner first before I start. I will be inviting her. She's Sally. She's the founder of Vodana. She's also the florist. So we have been working together since then, and I need to invite her in. Hello Harley. Okay, I'm inviting Sally inside.
Hi.
Hi, is my voice clear?
Yeah, very clear. Am I
Very
clear?
clear. Yes, super clear.
We are matching. We are wearing whites. It's so dark here. Okay. So,
Yeah, so I've
welcome.
already mentioned just now that we'll be talking about a very super interesting topic today, which is episode 3, which is how to pick on the right theme.
Yeah. So today we're gonna help you guys in, especially for the brides, for the very nervous brides out there, on like how to pick the right theme for their wedding.
Exactly, and I'm pretty sure couples must have been running into like more than a few wedding themes while they are browsing through their inspiration, obviously through their Pinterest or even looking through their friends' wedding, as well. So, but have you guys thought of what goes behind each theme? Rather than you think wedding theme should be more into like just looking nice or just following the trend, you guys need to like literally realize that it's most importantly it should be reflecting your true personality as a couple, but I'm not saying as just the bride decision as well. So get that
Yeah.
in my like, so basically, and another thing is, aside from being true your personality, besides that as well, the type of theme that you could pick is also based on how well you pick your venue. It does reflect towards your venue element as well.
That's right. the the theme for the wedding is actually the soul for the whole wedding. So
Exactly.
yeah, we're
So
gonna
if
help you guys on how to like go through and how to pick the right one, like how we
exactly,
help our
and
friends.
before that, Sally, so if you have if those couples haven't decided on their wedding theme yet, please take this some time, sit down with your partner, decide, close your eyes and envision how you want your wedding theme will be like.
Yeah,
You can come up with few questions in your head, like example, what kind of wedding you would like to have your dream
yeah,
wedding, or what
yeah,
kind of impressions like you're trying to convey towards your guests. Plus,
yeah,
this is the best time because MCO has been extended for 2 weeks right now, right? So you
yeah.
guys have your free time. There's no way out to go out and rush for works or whatever. So take this time, get creative, decide on
Yeah.
what kind of theme you would like to go. So today we'll be discussing on those themes that could help you guys to look into it.
Yeah.
And yeah, another thing before we start, right, I would like to come up with a few questions on what kind of things that you could ask yourself when you're deciding. I have few questions here. Number one, ask yourself, this one, yeah, it does relate towards the theme and also it does relate towards what kind of venue that you could pick. So number one, where was your first met or your first date? Is it during schooling days or is it during corporate events or birthday functions or garden? Number two, do you have any favorite cities or countries that you would love to go to? Or number three, what kind of activities that you would love doing?
Yeah.
Number four, look into both closets. So what kind of fashion sense that you have? Either simple, casual, sporty, or even elegant.
Mm.
So this kind of thing that you should put that in. So suggest yourself on before you even come up to different scope as well.
Yeah, because picking the right wedding theme is like it's really personal. So it's best that it's relatable to your love story, I would say. So
Yes.
normally we will ask our clients to like vision it out, and then we'll help them to go through. Oh, by the way, talking about MCO extending, right? So
Yeah.
let us know if you guys think MCO will still extend like after 12th of May. Let us know in the comments below.
So
I
we could do
personally
more
think it's
episodes,
gonna
is it?
extend maybe. Sorry?
So we could do more episodes, is it?
Maybe. Who
I'm
knows?
trying to
Right?
pin here, so whoever come in, right, they will know what we're talking about. How to
Oh,
pick.
sure. Okay.
Okay, just let everyone come in first. How to pick the right team, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to. Select all. Then, oh, I should post
No,
first.
you should just press on it, and then it should show up like whether you want to pin the comment.
Yeah.
Till June. Yeah, there's quite a number of people saying. There's 2 people saying that. Oh, it's gonna extend law till June. Yeah, I think it's gonna be until June. What do you think, Lainey? Do
I'm
you think
dead.
it's gonna extend?
I have few inquiry. I mean, I have quite a lot of events, have been
Mm,
postponed.
mm.
So I
But do you
post
think?
it out, then I just click on this pin.
Yeah. But do you think MCO will extend?
How to pick on the right team, episode 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom is into it. She doesn't want to go to work.
Oh, she wish that it's gonna be
Yeah.
extended. Okay. So I think we should just jump right in.
Yeah, sure. So for now, whatever ideas that I have already portrayed or questions that I already shared with you guys on how to pick on your wedding or for your wedding reception, take few factors into consideration which could help you guys to decide on a specific theme. For example, like right now we're talking about the venue.
That's right.
Yeah, so this point
Venue
I would
venue plays a really important role though,
yeah,
because
true.
venues they actually will kind of like portrays out how the wedding is gonna look like.
True. So this point I would actually like to stress it up again based on our episode 2 that we actually discussed on the venue. Obviously most venue will take a big chunk of amount from your wedding budget. The last thing that you want is clashing with your wedding theme decoration. Now that's why through my experience I have brides, they actually give up halfway and say that, oh, you know what, just do whatever deco that is possible because they have that particular budget left, because they already paid so much for the venue. So put that into consideration. They have, but if you have already chosen a venue, take a look at what it has to offer, or most importantly, pay attention to its features or ambience of the venue. For instance, for a grand wedding hall or whatever choice options that I have already mentioned on the episode 2, which is TPC in Bukit Kara, Seputi
Yeah.
Subang, or even Eco Templar in Rawang. Besides that, there's Grand Wedding Hall right now, quite famous, TSR Hall in Shah Alam, and also Majestic Hall. So this kind of grand celebration, you already know it's going to be a grand celebration, right? So the bride obviously will look towards elegant, but the groom obviously will prefer like something simple because they have maybe for them is they feel they already paid too much for the venue, so they will prefer something simple. So this kind of thing you could join and pair it up. You could be as elegant yet pretty, or maybe simple yet elegant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So venue really plays
yeah,
an important role. Like if you envision your venue to be grand and also to be like formal, of course like hotels and also like grand halls. But if you envision your wedding to be, I would say to be outdoor, of course like get a place that's like outdoor, maybe resorts or maybe I would say maybe a park.
mm-hmm. Yeah, true.
So
And if you
so
haven't, yeah, that is for those who thought of choosing the venue. But if you haven't decide any venue yet, be mindful of your budget. The venue that you would like far exceeds your original budget. So do consider that if it's worth it to have those venue or not.
Yeah. So we
For
actually
example,
yeah.
for example, if you both, if let's say both of you guys love garden wedding, garden theme, so decide on an outdoor venues. Do not decide on an indoor venues because it's going to cost it's going to cost a bomb if you could choose a venue indoor and then you want us to do a garden theme.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So I think it's quite some couples they don't realize this, but I think for me I would advise the couple to actually reach out their wedding planner or decorator first before they set their venue, because it plays a really important role. But if you guys happen to be watching us and you guys are planning for your wedding, but you guys has already decided like where you guys want to do your wedding, it's okay. You can still
Yeah.
talk to us. You can watch through the video. There's still like some tricks to help you guys to like narrow down your ideas on which theme to choose
Yeah.
the perfect theme for the wedding.
And obviously for pretty straightforward, you know, looking into like following your family roots, right? So if you're looking into the temple halls, then obviously it's pretty straightforward. Having mandap, you know,
Yeah,
as like
that's
part
right.
of the elements. Or if you don't want a typical traditional element onto it, then why not go towards the mandap, full floral mandap on it.
Yeah, I think even for Chinese, like
Yeah, true.
if you guys want to do it, maybe you guys want it to be like more, I would say more traditional, then maybe get for Chinese lah, for like a more traditional maybe wedding theme. So maybe you guys can go for a venue that has like all these Chinese elements, so that it actually like complements the inside of the venue. It actually like complements around with the deco that you guys are gonna do.
Yes, yes.
And
Okay.
also season also plays an important role in like picking your theme.
True,
Because
true.
for example, if it's raining season, I wouldn't advise my client to go outdoor, I
Outdoor,
would say.
yeah.
Yeah. You
Or
can
maybe
still
another, maybe another options is having like, if you have like more budget a bit, having a
yeah,
marquee tent or even a transparent
yeah,
canopy right from the entrance towards the
yeah,
ceremony area.
yeah.
We
But
could consider that as well.
yeah. So that's like the first thing that you guys should look into like before you guys pick your wedding.
Yes.
So for picking your wedding, there's actually a few tips I would say that you guys can flow through. So if you guys have seen like I'm pretty sure like for brides, before they want to like decide on any wedding theme, or when they reach out to us as decorators ourselves, they will confirm they will already have like vision about their weddings. So
Mm-hmm.
if they don't have, normally we will ask them and they have no idea and they just scroll through Instagram and they just love everything. Normally we will ask them like what kind of style do they normally like?
True.
Mm.
Talking about style, right? Is it based on colors as well?
Yeah,
No.
colors as well, but that's another part. But style as in like, do you like something that's simple, or do you like something
Yeah.
that's like extravagant,
Extra.
or
Yeah.
yeah, or you want
That's also
something,
based on the budget as well. No?
yeah, that's also based
So
on
if
your
you
budget.
realize whatever that you have discussed, it's all coming towards either budget or venue, budget or venue.
Yeah.
So whatever that you guys have discussed, don't just pick the particular colors simply, but look
Yeah.
into it that can connect towards one another as a couple.
Yeah, that's right. But once you guys just be realistic, because picking a team is it's you have to be like realistic on it, like whether it fits your budget or whether it fits you and your couple, like I would say vision of your wedding. So it's all like backing to the roots. So once you guys have the budget, of course, like you guys can decide, okay, what kind of style of wedding that I want. Like for example, like Shani mentioned earlier, maybe you guys like something simpler. Then we can do something like elegant or something cleaner, something with cleaner lines. If you guys like something like extra, you guys like very happening or like very loud wedding, maybe we can go with like something more colorful and then with more like things I would say, and also sparkly decos I would say, or even like styles like I
Yes.
understand that some couples they want to go back to their roots. They want something that's like around the culture of their own religion. Then they could do that as well. So you have to decide. Firstly, you have to decide on the style of the wedding.
Yes. And then another way to think of is your favorite color. So think about pick a color that you love.
Yeah.
So see if they actually pair well with your fiance. If you don't have a favorite color, then just go through your wardrobe, open your wardrobe and look into your colors that you would actually
Yeah.
love to wear
That's actually a really
often
good idea
the most.
to look at your wardrobe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But do not please remember, do not ignore your fiance's opinion on this matter.
Yes.
You might be fashionistas, or maybe your fiance are super simple, casual style, or maybe sporty. So that could consider as well. Example, if your fiance didn't want to have feminine colors like purple or pink on their wedding days, so incorporate shades of grey for him to create a dust look of pink and purple. So it's
Yeah.
like pink and purple dusty type. So that would could actually come up to a theme name, Sweet Dust. So at least
Yeah.
this kind of theme that you create, it could be another new trend as well.
Yeah.
So
That's
just
right.
don't follow other trends that everyone have already done. Try to come up with an idea. Be creative on it.
Yeah.
At least it
Because
is something different.
it's something really personal. So
Yes.
rather than following the trend, you guys can actually create your own version of wedding, I would say.
Exactly. And then
Yeah.
another idea is, what if let's say your bride already picked their wedding dress or sari,
Yeah.
that could actually help you guys to focus on what matches your wedding, I mean for the decorations as well.
Yeah.
And same goes to you because you're doing bouquet and boutonniere, right? So we will
Yes.
come up in a few questions, example. So we will discuss on, like, I'm basically focused on decoration and you are focusing on boutonniere and bouquet, right? So example, what if let's say the bride choose pink dress, just an example, pink dress. So how do you go about as you as a florist who
So because for like wedding decor and also for creating a bridal bouquet, it's quite different. But I would say like opinions from creating a bridal bouquet. So normally for us florists, when we get a client like asking for a hand bouquet, normally we will ask for. Normally for me, I will ask for the size. I will look for the size of the bride herself because the bride is the one that's going to hold the bouquet like for the whole day. So I would say like if the bride is quite petite, I wouldn't do something like big for her. I would do maybe like a posy style bouquet for her so that it doesn't like overlook her outlook, And also if she's like she has like a wider frame, then I will create like a more cascading or a bigger like bridal
for
bouquet for her to hold on. Yeah.
but if
And
they are
also
timid, if they're petite, right? Does falling floral also consider?
you can make it like cascading but not too much,
Not
I
too
would say.
much.
Because it's gonna look too
Heavy
much.
for them.
Yeah, it's gonna look heavy. Just like how hairstylist says, for petite girls, it's best for them to go with short hair
Yes,
rather
yes.
than like really, really long hair.
Yeah,
It
true,
goes
true.
the same. Yeah, it
True,
goes the
true, true.
same. And
Okay,
also
example.
like and also like as you mentioned, like what if they ask from the color, like they have this pink dress. So I wouldn't choose the flowers that I would choose for the bridal bouquet. I wouldn't choose something that's the same color as the dress. Because if it's like if like if the bride is like holding the bouquet and it's photographed out, the flower is gonna look like blend into her dress, so that
Yeah,
doesn't look nice. So we try to
true, true.
avoid that. So maybe I will use like different tones of pink, and also maybe by adding like other complementary color, like going back to the color view, get the same family members or the next color, maybe like complementary color, like maybe white or maybe like soft yellow or maybe coral into the bouquet, so that it still pops but it doesn't like overpower the whole look.
Does
I
this
would say.
same goes to sweet purple as well?
Yes. But for purple, like I would say, if she wanted something, it depends on the style or the theme that she's going on. If she wanted something like colorful and fun, but her main color is purple, then I would choose like the opposite color, maybe yellow. But if she wants it to be looking like purplish, only like purplish, then I would choose something like maybe choosing again like white to the next to the purple, and also different like softer hue purples to like complement the whole look.
Okay.
I think
But
that
for
goes the same to wedding
decoration.
decor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I would not specify I will now, example, pink dress, right? I don't prefer putting like all pink, like what you have mentioned. Go towards something total opposite, but it's blend towards with baby pink or pink. Even pink also, right? When you're discussing with with one another from couple towards wedding decoration, you will actually specify with you what kind of pink you're actually looking for. Is it baby pink or is it striking pink or is it dusty pink? I'm pretty sure someone that doesn't know that is a dusty pink as well. It's part
Yeah.
of trendy right now. So for that, I would actually go for like yellowish, light yellow, white, and also pastels, like what you mentioned just now. Okay, what
Yeah.
if let's say bright pink, bright have chosen cream or champagne or gold wedding dress or wedding sari? How do you go about?
Mm, if in that case, and depends on the team itself, if everything seems like very like soft color, probably I will pick up something like maybe maroon color or like a bit like sharper color of maybe of the red and also pink family to create the bouquet so that it pops. Like
Gold, I mean,
creating a soft contrast, I would say.
but now right now there is flowers like spray gold as well. Do you think it's
Yeah.
possible to put it part
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like a touch of it? It works as
Yes.
well, right? Because you're
Yeah, it
wearing
works
either
as well.
champagne or white
Yeah.
gown as well, right? So yeah, but for me, I would actually go towards like I would actually mention. Do you prefer fairy lights? Do you prefer garden blue because it's white and champagne, right? So those kind of thing does match even for traditional pastels as well. Okay, how about if a bride pick a red sari or red gown? How do you go about as a for bouquets and also boutonniere?
If she chooses something red, then I would look at the dress. Like I will ask like, oh, can I have the picture of the dress? If the color of the dress is like chili red, then I will put like different hue of red, maybe maroon red, and also gold. Like
Maroon. Do you think it's like a different color tone already? Like you're going somewhere darker now?
yeah, I will go in some more darker. Like it's red, but something like darker because red is actually very sharp. So I will choose something that's like in colder tone, maybe maroon color to like tone it down a little bit, and also to make like it like a little bit contrast from the dress. That's
Okay.
for like bridal bouquet for like florist
Okay.
view,
What for?
florist view like in creating like the bridal bouquet.
Okay. What if let's say as I mentioned just now we're talking about bride, right? What if let's say the groom are wearing like navy blue or sky blue, or coat suit? So how do you suggest for boutonniere? And then yeah.
So normally for all of our bridal bouquet, it comes with a complimentary boutonniere, and normally like if I would see like what the bride and also the groom is wearing. For example, if the bride is wearing something like pinkish or champagne, but the groom is wearing like something like you said like blue, then normally for the bouquet itself, I will pick it. The main color will still be in hue of pink, like sweet color, but I will put in like a softer hue of blue inside, like just a little bit inside, because pink and also blue is a contrasting color,
Yes.
and yeah, it fights through each other. It fights with each other. So I will choose, but if you choose like the pastel hue for the colors, then it's gonna like complement. So that's in like bouquet, and also
Yeah,
for
actually same
bouquet,
goes for decorator as well also. I will
yeah,
never put like, even though it's blue, it's touch blue out there, but the groom wants you to add touch of it. I will actually mention to him that I'll put as part of it. So it's not fully blue, but you'll still see the color of whites, hue, like what you mentioned is pastels, champagne colors.
yeah. So actually for so you can actually like look for the colors, like we can actually decide, because I think we have guests like coming into you like asking, oh, I have this particular color of dress and I don't want like anything in the wedding
Yeah,
to
exactly.
be like
There's
the same color as my dress,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So
So
like,
mm, yeah, as you were saying.
okay, so when you're mentioning that, right? So I was just imagining myself because I have like brides coming to me and mention to me that they have yellow sari, they've already picked yellow sari, but how to go about? And she wanted yellow flowers on it. But I did mention to her, if I'm going to put full yellow flowers on the ring backdrop, it's gonna spoil, it's gonna kill her sari. So why not I pick a touch of it? Yellow means her saris will be yellow color, but I will
Yeah.
play with her tone. It means I will put yellow color, there's different tones. So I will play with the pastel type of tone. Yellow color, then mix with my white colors and also baby pink. So it will look pretty sweet. So when she walks in, people will actually look into what she's wearing. So it doesn't
Yeah.
look camouflaging on the decor.
Yeah, that's right.
So I
So,
don't suggest, for me, I personally, I don't suggest bride when they are picking their dress. Do not, it's not supposed to be exactly how the decor is going to look like. It has to be complete opposite. But for yours, it's a different method as well.
yeah, it's different method. So for if you guys want to look for like colors in how to choose your wedding, so I would say like decide like what color that you guys want to go for the couple, for the bride and groom, and also we can also choose from what color of the dress that you guys gonna be wearing, and then we can go from there to pick up the suitable theme for your wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But right now, I realize most common theme that everyone should actually go, they actually mentioned to me is they would literally love pastel colors. Have you
Yeah,
realized?
pastel and also rustic because it's very dreamy.
Yeah.
I think it's very in trend right now.
Yes.
So that's why they kind of like go for that.
And those who are actually going for who prefers more cheerful colors, I would
Mm.
suggest use that particular color example for yellow or orange. Use it for during your smaller ceremony before your wedding ceremony, like Nalanga or Indian
Maybe
there's Nalanga,
ROM.
also Haldi, Aroham, all these small weddings. Use that
Mm.
kind of tone colors to use
Mm.
it for that kind of ceremony rather than using it for your bigger ceremony, because it's pretty
Yeah.
hard because you're playing with very striking colors.
Yeah. It's quite different, I think, for weddings for Chinese and also Indians because for Chinese, I think they are only like one big event, which is the wedding.
Yeah. Even for Indians, right, I realize that they do actually ask me, for example, canopies outside. They prefer to put orange or yellow scallop because for them they believe it's like a part of sun
Mm.
blessing to the house. That's why they prefer using those kind of color tone or yellow or orange for
Yeah.
their haldi or for their mehndi or even for their nalanga.
Yeah. So you guys can look into like go back to your road and see like which color that you guys can bring into your wedding. And obviously for Chinese weddings, normally they go for yeah. So they can also like pick from that color. Like maybe we can go for red. And then if they want to choose something like red color for their wedding, then we can choose like the themes that I mentioned just now, maybe like Shanghai theme or Oriental theme. Yeah.
Those who just come in, so I hope you guys can see that the
Mm.
can see me.
No. I
Oh,
only see a white blank.
okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Then it's
So
okay.
just those who just come in, I hope you guys can see the pin that I've already mentioned how to pick your on the right
Mm.
thing. So yeah, and then don't not to worry because after this there will be like 24 hours live
Yeah, we're
for
gonna
the
save it. So just now
yeah
we did mention about picking through the style of the bride and groom themselves, and
mm,
also we can
venue.
see from the venue itself, and also colors that they like or colors that they want to incorporate to their wedding. So we can go from there. And another thing on how to pick the right theme, on how to like vision out the right theme is actually for you guys to vision out like what kind of mood of wedding that you want. Like for example, if you want the wedding to be fun, obviously the wedding is gonna be colorful. And we're
Yes.
gonna go from there. It's gonna be colorful, maybe with maybe like yellow color or maybe like orange color or something like really fun. Some fun themes, I would say. But if you guys like prefer envision out your wedding to be like maybe elegant and formal, then we will go for something more simpler.
Simple and even
Yeah,
true.
simple, elegant, and cleaner, I would say.
True.
So moods, setting out, thinking about okay, what's the right mood that I want to be in my wedding. That also plays an important part in picking up the theme. Yeah, you guys can also
And
choose from there.
and then another
And
thing I would like to share is how to tell your guests on what type of color theme that you're going to.
mm,
Obviously through wedding cards or e-wedding invitations, right? If those who prefers not to mention it on their card, then they could actually portray it on their wedding card, either red color or blue color. So from there you will know, okay, this color theme that you would actually want us to, you know, as a guest coming within. I mean, this kind of thing
For
actually
the
shows
guests that
that,
coming to the
yeah, for the
wedding.
guests, exactly. That means
Yeah.
that shows that maybe the bride is wearing, example, now maybe the bride is wearing red color sari, red color gown, and they don't want guests to contrast with her. So what they do, they will come up with different color theme choice that can blend together with the red. Maybe it's a different theme tone, maybe pink or pastel pink, something like that, or completely white cut. So white cut obviously is more into casual, uh, simple, traditional look. Or if it's like something very striking, maybe it's so obvious it's for evening gown or black tie.
Yeah, that's right. But that's for the guests, lah. I would say that's for the guests. You guys can portray out like the theme. Like once you guys have decided on your theme, and you guys don't want your guests to be like wearing the same color with the theme, so that they
Exactly.
blend together. So you guys can portray it out in your wedding card, so that they get an idea. Or maybe just put in like a dress code.
Can
Yeah.
also. Yeah.
Yeah, you can put in like a dress code, so that they get an idea and they know like how to dress up for the wedding, so that they doesn't blend in with the theme and the color.
Yeah, true. It's good to mention on the card actually. And
Yeah.
also be mind on your budget. Be very realistic to stick on your wedding budget.
Be realistic, I would say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Example, like if it's indoor wedding, as I mentioned again, do not do it in indoor. If you want it garden wedding, so do it outdoor. Or also look into the dates that you have picked. Make sure it's not during the raining season as well.
Yeah. So I would say be realistic. Yeah, be realistic, and also to the budget also. Because if you want something like really extra and like really grand, but if you guys have already like set up like a certain budget, so just be realistic with it. You know, just
Yeah, and
sometimes we couldn't achieve that kind of like maybe theme within your budget, so we will kind of like suggest you, and also like just lead you to like a theme that's like more suitable to you, I would say.
yes. And don't just pick this because it looks nice or it looks trendy. It
Yeah.
doesn't work that way because you're paying so much of money for venues and also
Yeah.
for wedding decoration. So try to put that much effort that you have paying for,
Yeah.
and then put it as in like as a couple, look into what you guys like the most.
Yeah.
Because there's no other better wedding than the one that reflects the couple's character.
I would say be true to yourself when you guys
Yeah.
want to pick the right team, because it's your wedding. It's your wedding. It's not gonna be like someone else's wedding. So rather than, yes, following the trend is okay. It's not something that I wouldn't suggest my clients to do. Like I'm okay with it, but it's better if you guys can be true to yourself and know that what you guys like really want, and know that your guys maybe love story, and also see how it can incorporate and create a theme.
Yes.
Like for example, like Shani mentioned earlier, before deciding on a theme, you guys can think about, okay, where do you guys first met? Maybe you guys first met at Paris, and then maybe we can set up like a Paris theme. I would say like a Paris theme, maybe wedding.
Yeah.
It brings out the
That idea could be like a wooden backdrop. Then you can put like part of pictures, like a frame as well. Maybe florals complementing with the color theme that you would love to go together as a pair.
Yeah, it's surely gonna be like a very memorable wedding for
And I'm
you.
pretty sure those guests is also implementing trying to convey to the guests, now this is your true self of yours.
Yeah.
Some people will actually understand, oh, this is basically your team kind of choice. It doesn't look like a copy paste of another trend as well.
Yeah.
So, as what I mentioned just now, dusty pink or something very simple.
Just be true. Just be true to yourself, I would say. So I think like that's like the basic, like that's the basic for like how to pick the right wedding. That's also like the same thing that we talk to our clients. So first thing is look at the venue that you guys have set.
Yes.
And then look at the season, I would say. And then on how to like pick the right theme, then we can decide. We will ask for like what's your style, what's your style that you guys prefer. And also you guys can go from like the color choices for your wedding.
Or the dress.
Yeah, or the dress. Then we can go from there for the theme. And also realizing like what kind of mood that you guys want for the wedding. And from there also, you guys can decide on if you guys like something like simpler, then we can do like something like more, I would say like more humble, I would say something like more cozy, like a more cozy
Yes, yes,
wedding,
yes.
you guys can go for like maybe garden style. But
Oh,
if you
very
guys
like,
want
you know, very
something,
like bulbs, garden style as well.
yeah. But if your wedding you're gonna like incorporate like a lot of like maybe corporate partners, you know, like very formal
Mm-hmm.
kind, then you guys can go for something elegant to be inside like maybe hotels, you know, do it inside
Exactly.
hotels. Yeah. On your mood. So that's on the mood. And also the next thing, like above all, but the next
Mm-hmm.
thing is gonna be like just be true and be realistic on what you guys really want
Mm-hmm.
and incorporate to your wedding. So
Yes,
that's
yes.
the most important thing.
Mm.
Because we realize that a lot of our brides are really stressing out on like how to pick, but don't
Yeah.
stress. Let's go back to the basic and see what that you guys really like and
Yes,
go from
because
there.
even if I have inquiries as well, like I have clients saying that, oh, I don't have the theme to decide.
Mm.
But obviously I would love to like at least give me a point of what exactly
Mm.
you would love to, at least a color choice. Then that would actually I could actually help you guys to like break down on exactly what you would love to
Mm.
see or what you would love to have your wedding dream as well.
Yeah, yeah. To like design, we would
Yeah,
love to like
decide.
know more from you, and then only by that we can design out and also deciding on the right team for your wedding, I would say,
Exactly.
because it's very personal. I think for every wedding is very personal.
Exactly. And don't forget, always have these kind of questions in your mind. Again, I'm mentioning. First is
Mm.
where you guys met.
Mm.
Another idea of it. Or do you have any favorite cities or countries that you would love to visit? Or
Mm.
number three, what kind of activities you would love to doing it together?
Uh,
Number four, look into both closets. As we mentioned earlier again,
yeah,
what kind of fashion sense that both
yeah,
each other's like. Maybe if he likes
yeah. What
very
kind of
casual or
style you
sporty,
guys like?
what kind of
Yeah,
style? Or maybe she's more into elegant, so fashion is.
yeah.
And number five question is ask yourself, is there any particular things that you will need it to be hang? That means that you need me to put that particular thing on that particular deco. So that
Mm.
could also help me to understand how to go about. Or
Mm.
another thing is, do you have any favorite flowers to relate with? If it's rose,
Mm.
we can branch out.
Yeah.
If it's red, petals,
Mm.
you know, those kind of
We
things.
can
That
create a rose garden if you love rose.
exactly.
So we can create a rose garden for your
Oh yeah,
wedding.
of course, if it's a budget, then we obviously do have artificial roses as well.
Mm. Yeah. It's gonna be like if you guys love roses, right? I have an idea. It's gonna be like maybe Alice in the Wonderland wedding theme. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, true,
Just
true.
saying, right?
Actually, we can do that within the budget. You know, like if we have like particular budget, you could do
Mm.
a smaller version of it as well.
Yeah, it's true. So before you guys like come to us and like stressing out on how to pick the team, it's okay. We'll always be here to help. But
Mm-hmm.
like I said, like go to basics. Go to basics to see what you guys like really want. Yeah.
Yes, and for those who thinks that they prefer not to have like wedding reception too fancy or too glamorous, then why
Mm.
not have like casual? Because maybe they are laid back, they love 90s,
Mm.
or maybe they
Yeah.
just love those kind of like theme, right? So you
Yeah.
cooperate as have a casual celebration within your friends and family,
Mm.
within close family friends,
Mm.
and your backyard, or if you have like your bungalow stay as well, then have it next to the garden area. So you can
Yeah.
just have like maybe backdrop and entrance,
Yeah.
something simple, but
Something more laid back,
something simple,
cozy.
laid back. At least at the end of the day, also it still does goes towards your personality. So people will already know already.
Mm. Yeah,
It
that's right.
reflects you.
Yeah. So I think that's like the tips for today. Because
Yeah.
if you guys like did follow us on our last episode, we did mention that for today's topic on how to pick your right team, we're gonna separate it to two live
Mm.
because we're gonna cover two parts. For today we're gonna cover like the basics on like how to pick the team. So that's the basic. So maybe if you guys are planning a wedding that's coming in and you guys
Mm-hmm.
haven't decided on the team yet, so maybe that could be your homework for after this live. So think about okay, what do you guys want, and also like think about what kind of mood that you guys want. So you guys can look for the tips that we mentioned earlier and think
Yes.
about it, and then you guys can ask us like question, because in our next live we'll be giving you like samples of theme so that you guys have an idea, because there's a lot of theme like going on right now, like wedding right now that I've seen like people doing like maybe casino style wedding, That's kind of bizarre. So we can for our next episode we will like slide you guys through on selection of team and how realistic team how
which
things
can relate towards venue as well.
Yeah.
And what are the pros and cons that you can face?
yeah, the realistic part on like how to pick the team, I would say.
Okay. So for
Hello.
this episode, I hope that
Mhm.
hi. So I hope, is there any questions from you guys that you could share, or any suggestion that we could actually discuss right now here as well?
Yeah. Or if you guys have any questions that you guys are maybe shy to ask during live, you guys can also like DM us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
DM
go
us.
to Shalini because Shalini is actually hosting the live for today. So you guys can go to her profile,
My
JS
page
Beyond.
to see the
her page to watch the video again. Because she's gonna having it up for 24 hours.
Okay, so for now, I basically whatever that we have spoke, I hope it does help you guys on how to go about on the basic theme, on the basic idea on how to go about. So I hope the factors that we have already mentioned, it does helps lah. And then for the next, obviously we will be branching out very details on each particular theme that relates towards venue and what are the pros and cons if you have choose this theme,
Yeah.
how to go about it, and so on and so forth. Even we'll be like showing you guys in visual form as well on the color themes, on the color tones as well, for you guys to
Yeah.
really understand and how to look into it.
That's right. So I think that's about it for today.
Yeah, and for the previous episode, Sally, I'll be posting it later on the IGTV that whatever we have discussed. So I'll be posting it soon. I think after this, after this episode, I'll just post it out. For those who haven't watched our episode, please do follow. I do actually edited the video to look it more very visualized. So whatever that we spoke, there's pop-up visuals and also notes to look into it. So feel free
Yeah.
to watch.
So we like she mentioned, so this episode for today's episode is gonna up at her page, JSVO page
In
for
few days
24
time.
hours.
Yes.
Yeah, so can go to her page, follow her page and to look at it for 24 hours. And
Yes.
for previous episode, we actually did upload it to our IGTV. So please check it out. So the first episode is on like how we are coping with MCO and helping clients, like how they are coping with MCO if they have like wedding. If they have wedding coming on. And the second episode is actually on budgeting for a wedding.
Costing.
So you guys can check that out. So we'll be like uploading it to our IGTV, so you guys can check it out. I think there's only like episode 2 up
Yes.
first up for now, because we need more time to like edit for the episode 1 because obviously we are not pro.
No, because because episode 1 is a bit like quite a lack of connections, right? It's pretty hard for me to upload the episode 1. But I will be posting whatever we have spoke. I'll be doing it on IGTV as well, like part of like flipping through notes.
Yeah.
But
So
it'll
if
be
you
part
guys
of IGTV as well.
Yeah, so if you guys are planning a wedding and you guys need like tips and tricks, and if it suits your needs, like our life, you guys can go to our IGTV and we watch it, everything.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that's all for tonight.
That's all. I think that's about it. Pretty basic, pretty straightforward. And I hope it does help you guys on those factors. For those who just came in, do check it out. On my page, it'll be up for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah. See you guys next week, episode 3B. This is 3A. We'll be talking about the same. We'll be talking about the same topic again, because it's quite a wide topic. That's why I wouldn't want to stress it out so much on today's episode.
Yeah.
So next week will be more onto like what particular 5 to 6 popular theme choice. Then we will branch out lah.
Yeah.
To suggest you guys how to go about.
Yeah. So thank you for everyone that's tuning in. For everyone that just joined, we're gonna be saving up this story for 24 hours at Shalini's page, JSVO. So you guys can go and check it out. So I think that's all for today. So good night.
Thank you guys for watching again. Have a great weekend.
Make sure you guys make a full use of this MCO extend.
Exactly.
For anyone that's like planning for the wedding, it's the best time. It's the best time to like think about it.
True. Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
Sally. Thank you, Sally, for all the infos. And
Mm.
yeah, we'll see you guys in the
Yeah.
next
We'll
episode.
see you next week
Thank you so
at
much.
Saturday on Saturday at 9:30.
Same day, same time.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay,
Good
good night,
night.
guys. Bye, good
Yeah,
night.
good night.
Good night.